Can y'all hear that? This is my favorite gospel song. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Precious. Thank you guys so much for clicking on my very first YouTube video. So as you guys can tell from the title of the video, we're just going to be talking about my pregnancy up until this point. I am pregnant today. As I sit in front of this camera, I am 15 weeks and 3 days into my pregnancy. So I am officially about a week and some change into my second trimester. So in this video, I'm just going to bring you guys up to speed on everything that has gone on from the time I found out I was pregnant until the end of week 13. And I'm doing it that way because I wanted to wait until I made it out of the first trimester before I got public about my pregnancy. Statistics show that the chance of pregnancy loss significantly decreases once you reach the second trimester. So here we are. So let's get started. I think I'll start this video by going into how I found out I was pregnant, and then we'll go into the symptoms, and then we'll leave all the fun stuff for the end of the video. I found out I was pregnant about a week before I missed my period. So my period was scheduled to come. Does the word period freak y'all out? We'll say cycle. My cycle was supposed to come on November 20th of 2020. And a week prior to that, I started to feel what I thought were pregnancy symptoms. My breasts were tender. I was getting some abdominal cramping, and I was breaking out in this area, which those are my normal premenstrual symptoms. I always cramp, I always get tender boobs, and I always get a bump somewhere in this region of my face. So at first I just was like, okay, Auntie Flo on the way. But like the second day, my breasts were like more tender than I was used to. And keep in mind, I've had my cycle since I was 11 years old, and my symptoms have always been the same. And I'm one of those people, I'm just super in tune with my body. So I was like, let me go take a pregnancy test. So I went to the pharmacy in the area, and I collected like 5 pregnancy tests and came straight home to take one. So at this point, we're like 6 days before my period is scheduled to come. And I took the test and I got a faint positive. And y'all, when I say a faint positive, like I had to strain my eyes to see that positive. But it was just something in my heart and in my soul that told me it was the embryo residing in my uterus. I called my mom FaceTime. I'm like, Mom, look at this pregnancy test. Now keep in mind, I'm looking at it in person and I have perfect vision. My mom, she wears glasses. Well, she's supposed to wear glasses, and she's looking at it through FaceTime. So I'm like, do you see a fake line on here? She's like, no, baby, I don't see. I'm just trying to convince her that I see it. There's a faint line, Mom. Just look, Mom, just look. She's like, well, pray about it. One thing my mom was gonna tell me to do is pray. So I prayed about it, and I know she thought I was crazy, but I know what I just felt in my heart. So I went to the pharmacy, and I feel like the Lord told me to get some prenatal vitamins. And so that's what I did. I got some prenatal vitamins, started taking them that day. Showed my boyfriend the test. He said the same thing. I just see one line, but if you feel like it's 2 lines there, we gonna go with that, baby. We gonna go with that. Now I got the 2 people closest to me thinking I'm some sort of psychomaniac that is just obsessed with having a positive pregnancy test. And to a certain degree, that was me. But I know that I wasn't hallucinating. I know I saw what I saw. And of course, we're here now making this video 15 weeks into my pregnancy. So they was the ones that was having a problem with their vision that day, and not me. So at the time I missed my period, which was on November 20th, I was 4 weeks, which is also the same day that I actually got a test that they could see with their own eyes that was positive, because they thought I was crazy a few days earlier. But then on the 20th, the test was positive. It was a plain positive test. We were in Vegas for a week celebrating my birthday, and drinks was flowing and the vibes was just good. Little grown people action. And now we here, we talking about it. So I'm super excited. I looked on Google to like get a conception date calculator. And of course, Google told me kind of something similar to what I had already thought. It just told me that I conceived on November the 6th and not November the 4th. Give or take 2 days, but we were in Vegas that entire week. So we'll just go with Google and say that I conceived on November the 6th. Now let's get into the symptoms. I know I'm breathing like a big old whale. I be out of breath, y'all. I'm always like gasping for air at this point. That's one of my pregnancy symptoms, but I'm about to tell y'all all about those. Sorry for looking down. I got everything on this iPhone. So week 5 was November 27th. Like I told y'all, everything was still the same. It was just the tender breasts and then you just add moodiness to the tender breast and the abdominal cramping for week 5. Then week 6, it was tender breast, moodiness, frequent urination. Week 7, same as week 6. They literally mirrored one another. Week 8, Mother Nature started turning things up a notch. My breasts were tender. I was super moody. I was using the bathroom all the time. Frequent urination like crazy. Week 8. Week 9, I was like so worried. My breast tenderness seemed to be going away, so I immediately started to panic because I stopped feeling pregnant. You know, like I wasn't feeling how I was feeling in the previous weeks. Then I wasn't as moody. I felt like I wasn't using the bathroom as much anymore. I did have some mild abdominal cramping. I got heartburn that week, little gas, and I had food aversions, and basically nothing was appealing to me. I didn't have a desire to eat. I was literally forcing myself to eat. Week 10 was just the same as week 9, but I just had a little less heartburn. Week 11, I wrote down that my breasts were tender but not unbearable. I was irritable. I was craving sweets. The frequent urination came back. I had heartburn full on, probably worse than any of the previous weeks. And I wrote down that I was having like frequent headaches. Ugh, those headaches, I'm so glad they're gone. I'm not taking any medicine during my pregnancy. I just don't have a desire to take anything. I just kind of want to do everything the holistic way. Personal preference, y'all, don't judge me. Then week 12, I wrote down that I was very gassy. The frequent urination was still there. I was extremely fatigued. I remember week 12 so clearly because I couldn't do anything without taking a nap or sitting down for a minute. I couldn't wash the dishes without taking a seat. Between every segment, I had to have a seat or a nap. It was insane. I put nausea first thing in the morning. I remember that too. I keep water beside my bed. Let me show y'all my water container. I got this thing off of Amazon, y'all. I drink out of this thing faithfully. This is like my lifeline. Where were we? Nausea first thing in the morning. Every morning when I wake up, the first thing I do is reach for water, and it seemed like water was making me nauseous. It was crazy. Week 13, I was crying for everything. I dropped my baby's ultrasound pictures, and I felt like I dropped my child on the floor, and I just broke out into, like, you know, that crying where you like gasping for air. Like, that was me. I was just like, I dropped my baby. My boyfriend was like, baby, you're just so sweet. I know in the back of his mind he probably think I'm some sort of lunatic, but I was freaking out. Watched a YouTube video about life inside of the womb. I'm talking about boo-hooing, y'all. Just boo-hooing. Just couldn't control myself. Week 13, whew, that's the week my shortness of birth started, y'all. I feel like a big old whale or something. I mean, I don't know. I just feel heavy, and I'm just like out of breath. It's just crazy. Being pregnant is so much fun. Highly recommend. Week 14, girl, greedy. Before I didn't have appetite, but week 14 it just seemed like I wanted food all day. I'm door dashing. I'm working from home right now, so I'm cooking a lot less. DoorDash comes to my house like they my cousin. They be at the door like waiting for me because all I do is order DoorDash. Another weird symptom that started week 14. Y'all tell me if y'all know anybody that has experienced this, or if y'all have experienced it yourself. Excess saliva production. I just feel like I swallow a lot now. When I do swallow, it's like large, it's gross, I'm sorry, it's just large amounts of saliva. It is the weirdest thing. And of course I'm googling everything, so Google was like, yeah, you know, that's just, it's okay, you're just pregnant. I'm like, all right, bet. Baby brown ligament pain kicked in week 14. It is the most uncomfortable feeling. That whole center area where my pelvis is just aching. It's crazy. So that is my pregnancy up until week 14. And of course, like I told you guys, I'm in my 15th week now. I'm 15 weeks and 3 days as of today. I'm gonna update you guys on week 15 and 16 together, and then 17 and 18 together, so on and so forth for the duration of my pregnancy. So week 7 was when I had my first prenatal appointment, and here is my sweet little baby. Y'all can't see that, but y'all see that little dot on the side. That's my sweetie. This is what I dropped on the floor, y'all, and I started boo-hoo crying. My little 7-week ultrasound. Okay, my cravings. You remember when you was little and you used to go to the candy lady And the candy lady used to have these candies, Fruities. The candy lady used to have Fruities. Can y'all see this? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna figure this out. This is my first video. Please be patient with your girl. But Fruities, I love Fruities. I send my boyfriend to the gas station and get him. We'll do some Fruities. So I'm so excited, y'all, and I am so obsessed with this baby. So here's mommy's little sweet pea. We went when I was 15 weeks and 1 day. I'm gonna put it on the screen because this is literally the most angelic thing I've ever seen. My baby's so cute. You know, everybody think they baby cute. My baby is so cute. I want to show you guys my baby bump. Let's get into it. And this is 15 weeks and 3 days. So I have my regular belly ring in, and I figured it would be a good idea to change out the regular one on camera with y'all and put in a new pregnancy one. These are so cute. I got, how many is it? Oh, this one must be fancy. They put this one in its own little bag. And I think we're gonna wear the fancy one that's in its own bag because it's exclusive and we like exclusive. You know, we like exclusive stuff. I'm going to attempt to change my belly ring on camera with you guys. These are the pregnancy belly rings. They're longer than the regular ones. Right now, I have the little standard one in. We're gonna use this one. All right, so update. We got the little one out. This is the standard belly ring. Now we put in the pregnancy one. All right, this is so weird. I haven't seen my navel like naked in literal years. Baby, that feels so much better than having that little tiny. Okay. I'm so excited. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for sticking with your girl through this video. I hope it wasn't too painful to watch. And let me just say, y'all are exclusive because I ain't even told my own family and friends. Okay, y'all get the news first. Okay, period. Thank y'all so much for watching. Be blessed and stay safe out here. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.
Well, I got to go because the bus coming. I'm finna go get my hair done. All right. Bye, girl.